our analysts. We're going to throw it over to the casters for a potential final ticket to the grand finals.
Hey, Eterna, we didn't get your prediction. That's what we were waiting for.
What the heck?
What the heck is going on, right? But we already know who you're voting for. Mirko, this could possibly be the last game. But I think both of us can agree we need a game 3 here. Everybody
Yes.
watching online as well.
We need a game 3.
We need a game 3 here. I got to ask you before we jump into the game, how's the draft looking for Indonesia?
First 3 picks, Indo, for me.
Yeah.
But then the last 2, that's where it gets a bit scary, right? You see the Irithel, but then you see the Bruno come in for Loliel as well. I've seen him do amazing things under Bruno in MPL Malaysia, so I guess we'll just have to see here, right? It's just so good for both the compositions, but honestly, it's all on Luke, on the Hilda. Is he able to put in the pressure onto Skies? Because if he's able to shut Skies down, I think they should be able to get that early game death ball going.
The fact that, again, Skies he unleashed the Fanny. This time around, we saw it banned out, so they're setting themselves up to have a better early game, I would say, for Indonesia, especially the fact that they have some key pickups here. And, as our panelists mentioned, part of this could just be the fact where you want to go for that brawl style, you want to brawl it out, you want to get that early game going, you want to be able to get the momentum you're looking for that Indonesia is known for. But so is Malaysia. Let's be honest. They've done this many times. They've won, of course, their own international tournaments throughout this past year and everything else, and everybody's very familiar with these players from Malaysia, just like they are from Indonesia. And I would have to say, at least looking at the draft and everything else, I'm going to side a little bit with Malaysia here too. I think they did really lock things in with those last couple pickups. And if they're able to just go ahead and secure themselves the space that they need, the time to farm up they need, hey, Bruno is a monster later on. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping into Ramazan once again. What could possibly be our last game in this best of 3 semifinals. The winner of this heading on to the grand finals tomorrow against the defending champions, the Philippines. And the loser will be going off to fight for 3rd and 4th. Look at this, guys.
Exactly, the pressure that we were talking about early on, not just for Luke, but Keyboy too. You can see the utilization of the Kali. Now, very deep. Skies forced back. Keyboy will just run away. Early lead going to Indonesia. And whoa, Keyboy actually wanted to cancel recall again. Will be kind of a tough spot here. I think Yums will be able to rotate around towards him as well.
Okay, he should, he gets out, but he did his job. Like, his whole job was just to go ahead and delay Skies. Look at this, Yums.
Yeah, Albert is rotating as well. Yums will dish out some more damage onto Keyboy. Decides to go back in. Albert is right there. But Albert is more focused on just the farm. Will go for the jungle to take it away from Skies. Good yin-yang reaction to the mid lane as well. Stormy, I'll trade it here. Has to respect this. Okay.
Man, look at this delay, though. So Skies, the delay proved the point. He's going to have to rely on the team to help him, kind of adjust from this. Keyboy will go in, gets the vision. Yunus is there, though, too, so they're just going to force Keyboy out. Keyboy has been threading the needle, man, with this early game already, the pressure that he's putting. And it's working so far. So he's going to be able to go ahead and heal up with a quicksand guard there, too. So doesn't have to go back to the base, and we'll just continue this on. Luke waiting patiently. They all want to go for Skies.
If it's not Luke, it's going to be Keyboy. Positive vengeance as well. Now Albert rotating over, has a Spear of Alpha. Keyboy walks up, gets a concussive blast, baits out the Revitalize. And just like that, they have taken control over the enemy jungle. Skies walks up, goes into the Red Tree battle, and wins out the Retribution. But I think they've gone that. Keyboy, very low, forced to flicker. There you go, gorgeous. Just stabbing him in. No Retribution for Skies. Albert should be able to get a turtle.
Tapi niatnya mau ini nih nutup biar
so even though first blood going in the hands of Malaysia, because of the fact that they were able to get that Retribution, guys, that does give them that first turtle. So a trade across the board for both teams. But Keyboy's doing his job. That he's doing exactly what he has to do here. He's going to continue to do it, even when he doesn't have the level 4. Yums, though, is there this time.
Great Sandstorm Seal from Stormy, and Yums just kudos him to his death. Sans will only just be able to poke Stormy down to the mid lane. Good maneuvers from Stormy, but still caught in the yin-yang reaction. Force back.
Wow, that is a whole lot of damage again. Why we were talking about the Luigi specifically, but Malaysia has at least stopped maybe Keyboy from doing this continuously. Like, he's already been punished. Diversion's going to be used, though. They know it's coming up right here, but Skies knows that they have the Luigi. They can play with this.
SOD raging. Sandstorm Yums just ambushed. Skies walking up forward. Albert should be able to get this for free. And the Skies wants to gamble by walking up. Gojas. Sky's thrown away by Luke. Now with Gojas, but it's only on to Albert. A lot of damage plays down to the Gojas, but Stormy, he's looking for the flanks. An interesting one. Luke goes in with Power Wilderness. Lolio has a few stacks, but Luke pops into Vengeance, gets the dub, gets the orange buff to take it away from Skies.
So you can see the struggle right now that Malaysia's having when they're just trying to secure the buffs of Skies, and the whole plan, like we said, if you missed game one, it was the Sky show early on with the Fanny. And so the answer has been to deal with the Sans. Oh, he goes in.
Walks up forward, Skies with the fractures, assassinates Sans. Keyboy putting some damage back onto Skies. But Sans also used the Purify earlier.
Yeah, he used it. Skies does get a kill. He's still behind, though. I mean, look at the difference between him and Albert. Albert level 7. Skies just hitting that level 6. And this might make it a little difficult to fight this Keyboy.
Again, way to drag it kicked into the fracture. Skies, despite being 2 levels down earlier, he gets 2 kills on and now.
Mikrofon gua mati.
More pressure again onto Malaysia. Sandstorm Turtle, number 2 contested, Albert on it already.
Free sih nolanya bil biru.
Diversion to the top again with the Spear of Alpha connecting onto Gojas. Even with the glorious pathway, he'll be able to escape actually.
Selalu bosan
For
amat.
4 members of Indonesia.
Able to get out with the Glorious Pathway plus the Revitalize, but that is an objective once again for Indonesia. Trying to find what they can. The gold is pretty much still, relatively even. Nothing too crazy right now, but Malaysia has been able to get kills. Skies as well. Again, he's sitting at 2-0. Look at the pressure he's doing at tier 1 in the bottom side. So even though there was so much
Apalagi beli
focus
SQ
on
itu
killing
sih.
with him, Skies is
Ayo
still
langsung
finding
tambah
these
slow
wins
kayaknya.
across the map, trying to go ahead and even things out, because even when you look at the gold, top side.
Really good right to Sandstorm. Good win for CW, but he's still able to kite away. Lolio just taken down. Diversion play to the back. Where is he going to go? Straight into it outside of the map. They find it now, but they're all going to
Apa
be
sih
caught
kalau
in
udah
the midst of this turret. It'll be
hyper
Stormy
tuh
with some damage.
ngaceng
Purify
anjir,
onto the Raging
ngacengan dia
Sandstorm.
orangnya.
Suns will fall, but Albert claims a double. CW in the bush
Ah,
with the
montek
crossbow.
nih.
Yums will be able to shut Pooh out
Belum
of there.
tendang, Sol.
Meanwhile, Albert pops in with the Spear of Alpha. Stormy. No chunk. We'll be able to get the Terrified down. That's some healing from
No.
Keyboy as Skynes walks in again. Still Albert dishing out enough damage. Just standing over Albert. Still able to survive for a bit. Gets assassinated. It's a killing spree for Skies, but CW shuts him down.
What a brutal fight and exchange
Nah, cuy.
for nearly a minute there between the two teams. And really, when you look at it and how it breaks down, the gold goes in favor with all of that for Indonesia here. Now, furthering the gold lead that they had, you can see this too, split between, of course, CW and Albert there. But Malaysia is showing fight. They're showing that even when down, like they had in the early game, they want to fight it out. Keyboy, once again, up to his business on this Khalid. Give the information they can. The fight for the purple buff, though, for Luke, does get that retribution out for the Sky. So now Orange, he's got to secure that as well, relying on the team for every buff that he can get at this point. And they're just trying to bring it down, bring the heat down a little bit, because Indonesia building things up. They actually bring it in for this third turn of the game. Keyboy takes a couple shots. They go in.
Raging Sandstorm from Keyboy Yums. Deleted Turtle taken for free. No retribution from Albert. Now with the Queen's Wings and a diversion. Move to the bush. Stormy to be caught in the Spear of Alpha. In that reaction, Stormy disintegrating.
Oh, it's too much. Fighting under the turret. They're going to have to disengage from that fight, too. Keyboy doesn't have the Raging
masuk
Sandstorm,
aja.
but they
Apa
still
itu
go
kawan?
for it. Under the turret, in between
Gas
the
aja
two. Spear of Alpha won't land that time, though. Look at how much pressure Indonesia is putting on Malaysia.
That's the Lo Yi we were talking about. That's what Leo was talking about for Indonesia. They just got to force out more of these brawls to happen. With the Lo Yi, makes it way easier. With the Hilda as well, that's a signature Indonesian pick when you want to force out fights. For Malaysia right now, calm down. It seems like they have been able to kind of recover really well.
Ini highlightsnya sama si cowoknya missing sih Malaysia.
Kind of like reeling them out every
Tapi
single time for these skirmishes.
nggak apa-apa sih, biar menang Indonesia.
The composition is, well, at least when they play with the Bruno
Bantai
and the
banget.
Valentina, it's very front to back, right? And for Skies, I don't see an angle where he'll be able to actually go in with the flank. Luke's always there, way the dragon. I don't think Luke's going to be taken down
Udah
here.
tendang.
Uh-oh.
There's a
Diversion.
diversion over.
Oh,
They got
everyone.
Raging Sandstorm again. Keyboy gets the kill. Stormy steals away the heavy crossbow, but it's another pickup for Indonesia.
Again, this is why the Hilda is so picked up all the time. It's such a hot pick because of the fact, I mean, look what Luke just did. He was enough of a distraction against multiple members, plus gets the way of the dragon out. Didn't need the vengeance.
Lihat nih
Tanky
nolanya
enough.
missing.
And Gojes could be in trouble here. Even he's a tank.
Spear of Alpha, everything is thrown at the horse, and the horse surely goes down. Meanwhile, Luke in a 1v3 situation is a diversion to the back. Skies will be caught again. Indonesia just go with the back, finding a
Kami
double
sing
kill for
that.
Sans. CW with a heavy crossbow.
Dari yang follow up.
Even not
Sebenarnya
able
bisa
to
mati
soak
tuh
in the
kalau ada
damage.
follow up.
Everyone taken out. Only Loliel left standing. 13 kills and a big goal lead for Indonesia.
Masa
as the Lord
langsung di
spawns.
end.
That is a huge thing to deal with.
Tapi
And
nggak
Loliel,
bisa
look
aja.
how much damage just that interaction does. This is why the panel was talking so much about the
Udah armor.
Loi Yi pick. What Leo mentioned
Free
earlier,
Lord
it's
Tartar
surgical
dari tadi.
chaos, man. Like, that's what
Gila.
diversion is. That's how they play around it, and that's why they love to prioritize this hero. So far, Malaysia's head is on a swivel, but there's no way that they
Udah jadiin, bro.
because of the fact that they're just falling further and further behind. I mean, think about it. We're at like 9,000 gold deficit. This all ballooned in the last probably 3 to 4 minutes. And a lot of that had to do with, yes, diversion was great, but Luke doing the work on this Hilda, man, and the fact that Keyboy. Half the time, Luke's not even using the vengeance, though. So that's the difficult thing here for Malaysia to deal with as they approach this fight now.
All right, Albert with the Spear of Alpha, able to catch on to Skies right now, and that's just going to be them utilizing the Lord in the mid lane to go for the turrets. Keyboy with a healing again. Lolio very low, heavy crossbow fight from
Sakit
CW.
banget irrital.
Not enough to take him down just yet. Now for Malaysia, it's all about the
Gak
defense.
bisa sih, gak bisa ya.
Mid lane, the Lord is still there. They'll be able to clear it out. Malaysia still standing their ground. Good hold by Yums to stop the holy defense from being procced in the bottom lane, but they gotta be real careful with this. Very, very careful. Yums, Jikundo, back into the base.
Okay.
Malaysia has another wave to play with.
They're going to have another wave to play with. They're still in this game. They can keep things together the best they can. But look at the pressure
Udah main
being
turret
put
ini mah.
on these turrets. They're going to lose the top one as
Udah,
well.
gak ada lagi.
They're trying to do their best to keep things together and just kind of clear the waves.
Minta target nih.
But again, it's all up to Malaysia to be able to defend, even with a deficit this manner. Oh man, it's going to be tough as they get prepped up and ready to deal with this. Because again, when you're looking at the lineup that they have, can they withstand these push-ins, this kind of pressure even, from a lineup that has so many options to initiate fights, to find angles, diversion, or raging sandstorm. Any of that falling into place here. They hold on to this one base turret. There's the sandstorm.
Keyboy finding Loliel in the back now, goes in for the healing as well, but there's only one cannon as Loliel is
Anjir,
able to dash
Keyboy.
away. Keyboy gets the kill onto Loliel. An
Itu dia
assassination, that's a
monteknya.
1-for-1. Keyboy for Loliel. Now in the mid lane with a big wave. Can they do it?
They're going to keep it together. The 1-for-1, 4 versus 4, trying to hold on to the
Stormy.
base turret.
Spear of Alpha from Albert. Stormy isolated. Has the heavy crossbow. Will try to run away, but CW pops in the sprint, goes in for the chase, gets the monster kill. 2 members down. Loliel back in 8.
Waves pushing in top and mid lane. Indonesia with the lead that they have. Can they end the game here? 2 members still down for Malaysia.
Loliel spawning back in. Luke comes in with a vengeance all the way to the back line. Diving onto Loliel. Might be able to get the kill right here, but Sans gets gorgeous. Luke able to escape. Yum very
Luke-nya
low. Albert on the
inserti
base. Some of the minions
Bruno-nya.
crashing down already. Malaysia holding on. Luke still able to survive. Bottom lane base turret taken down as well. 17 seconds
Highlights-nya
for the
ngadang.
Lord to spawn. And Indonesia
Highlights-nya ngadang ya.
disengaged from the siege.
And
Tapi
all of that work,
Bruno-nya di
the
lock.
bases, the base turrets are gone. Diversion to go ahead and send it to the purple buff. They're going to prep up for this Lord. And it might look like Malaysia might not have a choice to contest it. They might just have to defend this, get ready. Gojes
Udah siap
just comes up.
buat ini si
And
N.
Luke, once again, given the information here that here's Malaysia.
Keyboy
Lihat,
too.
highlightnya
Will
missing.
set perhaps a raging sandstorm flicker. Not on the board just yet. They'll get the Lord for free and they'll be happy with that.
Okay, at this
Nolan
point,
sama
you already
si-
know, huge lead for Indonesia.
Apa sih
All
namanya?
the time that they have in the world to
Valentin
push this
kayaknya
in and
gas
get them
aja.
to a game
War-war
winning.
aja, bro.
How can Malaysia keep this together? It possibly
Buka war
turn
terus
this
anjir
around?
dari
Well,
tadi.
it's gonna be
Nih,
pretty much a
lihat nih ya,
miracle. They have
si
to have a miracle in their favor. They have to
Valentina
be able
nih.
to manage the waves that are going to push in with this Lord as
Jadi
well.
bukan cowok ataupun
And it's
si
like, do
Hylas
they
yang
have
buka
enough
war.
damage?
Antara
Because
nih
Lulu
Nolan
just picked
sama
up a prolific gun, and we haven't been
si
able to see him
Valentina.
move around on this Bruno the way that you expect
Udah
towards
situ.
this later portion of this game too. And right now,
PD
waves are going to be
Indonesia.
managed up. They time up with this
Merdeka,
Lord.
bro.
They're going to be pushing this in.
Go just pops in, lowers back, Yums goes in, but CW is
Keren
in
banget
now.
gitu.
Yums taken down, CW is godlike. That's a double for CW. A triple for CW. Looking for the pace, and that surely is the equalizer
Kasih itu.
for Indonesia in the semifinals
Bantai anjir.
of Mlbb.
We knew it.
Malaysia.
We knew that we needed a game 3 for this against these Titan teams, Malaysia and Indonesia. And right now, Indonesian fans around the globe watching can breathe a little bit because they were holding on after game 1, and I know I'm seeing a turner right now too. Her hands are in
Ini
the
kick
air, she's
keberapa?
feeling good because, and I know you too, you know, we're trying to keep it neutral here, Mirko, but I know you feel good about that because we wouldn't have it any
Okay.
other way.
Yeah.
Game 3
Ketemu
ahead
di
of us. Great
game selanjutnya.
adjustments. Even the fact
See
how
you.
the draft
Bye-bye.
went for both teams here, Indonesia